Hey everyone, and welcome back to Transmission Talks with Taryn and Joe on the Myles Auto Care and Transmissions YouTube channel. Last week, we broke down the difference between a vehicle health report and a state inspection. Be sure to check out that video if you missed it after you watch this one. Today, we're diving deeper into what your vehicle health report can actually tell you about your transmission's health. We got Joe, our transmission specialist here at Myles, to answer some of your most commonly asked questions about what we inspect while your transmission is here with us. Let's jump right in. So Joe, when someone comes in for their vehicle health inspection, what exactly are you looking for in their transmission?
Well, the first thing I'm looking is I'm hooking up my diagnostic equipment and I'm checking for codes.
What kind of codes?
First thing I'm gonna do. Torque converter codes, low pressure codes,
Okay.
loss of prime codes, especially in Chryslers, things of that nature. Anything that's going to tell me if the trans is slipping, loss of pressure, anything like that. That's the first thing I'm going to go to because it tells me almost immediately what I can or can't do.
Okay.
Other than that, I'm checking fluid, leaks, generic things like that just to make sure that, because low fluid will cause all kinds of problems and codes. So that's also one of the main things I look for.
Cool. What are you looking for in the fluid that helps you understand the transmission's condition?
So the fluid is supposed to be like a Swedish scent with a...
Swedish like the country?
No, like sweet-ish, like candy-ish like smell with very bright red color, typically. Some manufacturers
Like Swedish fish.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But some manufacturers also use like motor oil-ish like color, like more of a goldenish, like greenish color, especially in like later Chryslers and the 8-speeds and stuff. They have like a greenish color fluid, so it's not always 100% going to be red. But what you look for is when it starts to turn a brownish color, because then that means that the clutch is starting to break down. It's been abused by heat and the elements and everything, so you'll start to see a brownish color and it'll start to get a little bit of a weird smell to it. The main thing you don't want is that when the transmission is slipping badly, it will literally smell like a campfire. It smells like there's somebody lit a fire in your trans, and that's
not good, yeah.
Something burned up, something is bad. If I pull it out and I smell a campfire, right then and there, it's done.
Yeah.
The fluid, transmission fluid will tell you a lot.
Okay. During a vehicle health inspection, do you check for leaks or other kind of damage?
Absolutely. Especially sometimes we'll run into where, it'll leak out, you get lost pressure codes, we can fix the leak, fill it up, it'll work. Most of the time, if you get here early enough. If you're like, oh, it's acting up and you're trying to make it go, you're going to burn it up because the clutches can't apply fully. And there's also instances, especially with PA roads, and I'm sure plenty of other states too, but you have giant potholes or whatever, and you hit that hole, and then some cars are pretty low, and stuff will hit the trans pan. It'll crush the filter, and then it'll reduce pressure there too. So you got to make sure that everything looks okay under there, that everything should be able to function properly. So there are other damages that can occur just from roads in general that can cause damages and make transmissions not work. Period.
Yeah. How important is fluid level when it comes to a transmission's health?
So fluid level is very important, especially fluid expands and contracts a lot depending on heat. So if, for example, it's over full or at the hot line when it's cold and then it expands, it can push out the vent and then it'll look like it has a leak and cause problems there. There's also vents in the pressure lines in the valve body, internally speaking, that needs to be able to vent on the backside of the valves. So if the fluid is very full, those exhaust vents can't push the fluid out the backside right. It'll hang up valves and cause problems. If it's too low, the pump will be starved for fluid. It can start to grind the pump away. It'll cause slipping and all kinds of problems. So fluid level and being right is very important.
So, do you take the car for a drive during this inspection? And if so, what kind of things are you listening or feeling for when you do this?
So we absolutely drive all of them. As long as they are drivable, a lot of them get towed in because they're so bad that the filters are clogged, they don't move. Like I said before, we'll scan them. The next thing I do is I'm driving them. Most of the time, the converters are going bad, and it feels like you're hitting the rumple strips on the side of the highway. I feel that. I can see it in the scanner, and I watch the graphs and the waveforms, and I can literally see it happening. And then that's just pretty much a telltale sign of what's going on.
Yeah.
Other than that, if you have, say you're slipping 3 to 4, that's pretty obvious. So that's the kind of stuff I'm looking for too. Or like really hard shifts or anything like that, because it's supposed to be nice and smooth and easy.
Period. Can a check engine light really be related to a transmission issue? And how does the free scan help diagnose that?
Absolutely, check engine can be on because of a transmission. Most of the time why check engines turn on, there are other reasons too, but majority of the reason is emissions related concerns are going to throw a check engine. And when it comes to efficiency, the transmission is very important because the power needs to be put to the wheels correctly or you're wasting fuel and energy. So transmissions will throw check engine lights because they need to work right to make sure that fuel is regulated properly.
Oh, okay.
And the free scan will determine, I can see engine or trans, and it just kind of gives us a direction of which way to go. Are we diagnosing the motor? Are we diagnosing the trans? So on and so forth.
Okay.
Period.
What kind of things may drivers notice when their transmission needs attention before it turns into a big repair?
Early signs are if you're driving along, especially like when it's cold and you get little like abrupt shifts and maybe like slight little flares and things like that. They really don't seem like a big deal and they clean themselves up later. Those are early signs of something to happen. And a lot of times if it's that early and we can see it and get to it, we can fix it with a service or whatever, get the fluid right, and then, you'd probably be okay after that.
Yeah.
But, you see it too many times. Oh, it stops after it gets hot. Yeah, well, it still hurt it. So if we can get to it sooner, we have a better chance.
Okay. For someone who's never had their transmission checked, what's the benefit of getting a vehicle health inspection at Lee Myles?
The benefit of getting a vehicle health inspection here, if you haven't had your transmission looked at yet, is I can see small leaks starting, I can see minimal damage, I can scan it for anything that may not have thrown a check engine yet. I can also put the scanner on it and I can observe slip speeds of the converter, see what its kind of health is. And I can also see a lot by the fluid. So there's a lot that I can do, even if your transmission is working fine, to make determinations for anything you might want to do to it to keep it healthy. Guess what? It's free.
Free.
If it's free, it's for me.
It's easy to forget that just checking your transmission regularly can make a big difference in preventing major repairs. If you haven't had your free vehicle health report yet, stop by one of your local Lee Myles in Berks County in Redding, Birdsboro, Sinking Spring, or Wyomissing, and let our team check things out for you. Next week, we'll be answering another common question. How frequently should you be getting your vehicle health report at Lee Myles? We'll answer all that and more in next week's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss another video. Thanks for watching, and remember, at Lee Myles, we don't just fix cars, we keep you confidently on the road. What was that?
Very much.
Bye!